Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Chiesa!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Everton. And they can counter here. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Chiesa will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Sassuolo looking to pass their way through. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Decent hit!
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Alexis Sanchez. Fabio Vieira engages and forces him off the ball. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And it's Tashilio. Steaming on.
Oh, shooting chance!
Miretti. Locatelli. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nicked it back promptly. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Chiesa.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And climbs up big! No, not the best of headers.
Sassuolo certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
That's a good ball played into space. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
No, that's been intercepted.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Turns back here, probably the best option. Soulé. Quality ball. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Alexis Sanchez. Goes looking wide. Fabio Vieira.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Approaching the half-hour mark. Hill. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. He could be in here. Fabio Vieira. Oh, they can break here. Alexis Sanchez. Sanchez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Chiesa. He's found a way through. Terrific header.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Everton. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Alexis Sanchez. Oh, that's well spotted. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Sassuolo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
In for a header!
Another fruitless header.
Sassuolo are literally using their heads with some very good service, but it's time for someone to add authority.
Everton is in a really good position out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a promising position. Miretti could try cutting inside here. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's half-time here. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Fabio Vieira gets his pass away.
And a shot! And he hits the net! And the second half is off to a flyer!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth a treat.
Miretti. And it's Sanchez. Now that's well seen too.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on it.
It's Alexis Sanchez!
A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Pressing high and with purpose. That's a throw. "60 minutes played. Everton. Can he get away here?
That's good play from him.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Soulé. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle.
Sadiq! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Sostituzione per il Milan, numero 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
And the finish! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Milan find a position of real strength now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And the shot!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that has put paid to that. Rodrigo Muniz. Januzaj. Great defending, strong and determined. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
De Chilio. That's headed upfield. And he's cut it out. Locatelli. Soule. And it's Henderson. Januzaj. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Januzaj. Sadiq. And he's straight offside. So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Viene sostituito con il numero 10, Falcao. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Milan are closing in on a comfortable win. Milan have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Januzaj. That's a shade optimistic. And here's Chiesa. Borja Mayoral. And smartly reclaimed.
Borja Mayoral! They've scored!
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Sassuolo give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Dushilio cuts out the pass. Januzaj. That looks a good ball through. Rodrigo Muniz! Rodrigo Muniz!
And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rodrigo Muniz is offering a right smile there.
Shot could be on. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Out to the left it goes. Borja Mayoral. And we're done. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.